Yeah, back out in the creek again today. Had a bit of rain during the week. Not a lot out here, but I've got enough to test pan now today. So what I might do, well, last week I got stuck into here and I got the 0.16. It was from 10 buckets, I think. Nothing that really big, sort of just more smaller gold. But we're looking for those reefier bits. So today I'm going to probably get into this clay up here and we're just going to try and get some gravels out of that, and we can do some test panning. So we'll do some test pans to start, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, so I just did a couple of test pans out of this bank here. I got a nice little bit. I did another pan, then I got nothing. So I don't think I'm going to worry about in there. There's not a lot of gravel in there. It's a lot of that red thick clay that's so hard to pan and process. So I moved down here a bit, and if you recall last week I got stuck into these holes here and there was all that loose wash on the top, which just pretty much just put your hand in there and it just all caves in. And I wasn't confident in that, and I didn't have any water to test pan, but I thought I'd do a test pan just if there's, to see if there's any in it. So I just dropped a little bit out of that bank into the pan, and when you know it, it's a nice little reefy bit that we've been looking for, sitting in the loose wash. So what I thought wouldn't have it, has it. And I think that's how it goes with prospecting. Just dig where you think it isn't, because you'll be surprised. You think you're onto a good mineralised patch and a good section, but really, you're just pulling all the gold out of the way and then just getting into stuff that doesn't hold a lot. So dig everything, I say. All right, well, we're going to do some buckets out of up in here now, I think. I might do one more test pan just to prove that it wasn't luck, and then we'll fill some buckets and then we'll go up the dam. But so we'll do that. We'll get some buckets dug, and I will test as I keep going in. I might do 5 buckets and then I might start doing some more test pans just so we're not digging wasted gravels. So all right, we'll keep going. Yeah, so I've done about 5 buckets out of there now. As I said, just targeting all that loose stuff. As I was digging through it, I found an old metal bolt. Looks like the old remains of a metal bolt that may have gone through a log or something like that. And then also another bit of steel, old rusted steel there. So it's definitely been dumped here, this pile. And that's obviously why it's so loose, but it seems to have a bit of gold in it. I did another test pan after that first one and I got 2 or 3 nice little bits again. So just going to keep going. I did a pan out of the very top, and there was just a real small fine gold, and those bigger bits sort of come down through about this layer through here. So we're just going to keep going in there. As you can see how soft it is, it all just falls in, and I would never have thought that it'd hold gold, but it's obviously been dug up and dumped there by maybe, I don't know, front end loader or something, or I don't know whether the old timers did it years ago. I've got no idea. But anyway, I'll do another 5 buckets and then we'll go wash it up, and we'll see how rich this pile of dirt is. Yeah, so done the 10 buckets now. Time to go up to the dam and wash it through with the gold rat. So yeah, I did target this level, and show you about here, about from here to there, about that 6-inch width level all the way around there. That's where I did a few test pans, and I got a couple of nice little bits. As I said, up in the top was more fine gold and not much of it. I was tunnelling under there and the whole thing collapsed. So I thought, well, I'll just take it anyway. So there's probably 2 buckets of that stuff on top. But the other 8 buckets have got that sort of middle belt of gravels going around. So, all right, we'll go wash it up and hopefully we can get a bit. We'll see.